We once had a little girl named Sydney who came to the farm, and she was very anorexic and had been diagnosed with juvenile diabetes. She weighed 35 pounds and was 12 years old. She tried traditional therapy, had counselors and stuff, but still was not eating. Mom came to me basically thinking this was her last chance because, like I said, she was down to 35 pounds. So we introduced her to a horse named Ben, and Ben was one we had gotten a county seizure that also was very underweight. We asked Sydney if she wanted to help Ben get better. We had Sydney create a diet for Ben. In the meantime, we had a volunteer dietitian come in to make a diet for Sydney. We had a written agreement that Ben didn't get his food unless Sydney ate her dinner. Her mom would call me and say, Sydney doesn't want to eat her dinner tonight, and I'd say, okay, put Sydney on the phone, and I said, okay, so Ben's dinner will be in the refrigerator when you come. She was very upset that Ben wasn't getting his dinner. Pretty quickly she started to do what she needed to do so Ben could eat his dinner. And the two of them healed together. We started it in 2001 as a horse rescue. What we're known most for, and I mean nationally, we're known for our United Neigh program. And the United Neigh program is for at-risk youth with kids that are struggling with high school. So we're teaching them coping skills, and then after their ride, they go back to the classroom to use those coping skills to be successful in school.
What brought me to Brook Hill Farm, so I was a volunteer underneath the Barner Leader program at the University of Lynchburg, where I was getting my bachelor's degree in exercise physiology. The Barner Leader program is basically an organization that allows students who already do service to continue their service in college while also earning a work study. A lot of my riders either have difficulty walking or they cannot walk at all. For them, it's more or less a relaxing ride, so it makes it a lot more fun for them. And usually the motion and the movement of just moving around, it requires different muscles that we don't usually use when we're just sitting or standing.
Horses are unique. They are very aware of our body language. The participant will come to the program, and if I have an angry teen, then the horse doesn't want to work with that teen, so they have to modify their behavior in order to work with the horse. All the participants in our programs, they don't just ride, they also learn about the care of the horse as well as the rehab that the horse is doing. We want all of our participants to bond with the individual horse that they work with.
One of my students can only see peripherally. That's their normal sight. I have to think, if I put something down in front of you, can you see it? And if that's something that you don't normally do, I'm not going to try and force something that will probably never happen.
I grew up with some racehorse background. I had horses on the track and found out the horses that once they couldn't race anymore, they had nowhere to go, especially the ones that were injured. It's really fun to see the horses go into good, loving homes, especially when you know the background that they come from.
I think my challenge is understanding and meeting them where they are, so that may require me getting on the horse and simulating what they do so I can get a better understanding.